Oh my gosh, I haven't seen it in a long time. Like, oh wow, this is my marriage certificate. That's right, I'm married.
This piece of paper marks a moment in history. Todd and Jeff Del May were among the first same-sex couples to marry in Florida when it became legal 7 years ago. They had to fight for marriage equality and had to fight to adopt their son Blake.
There have been times in history when we have fought for a new right and fought for something, and there was a joy in expanding rights and access. And here we are fighting something where they're trying to take it away.
The fight today, a new law in Florida, officially titled Parental Rights in Education, what critics call the Don't Say Gay bill. The new law limits how schools can address sexuality and gender, particularly among the youngest students. The Del Mays now fear their son may not be able to talk about his two dads in the classroom.
There's some anxiety about it. You know, Blake actually asked me, maybe even yesterday, you know, what does that mean?
At the dinner table of the Conde Parlato home, they've been having many of the same conversations.
Thank you, Papi.
I feel like it's, well, yeah, you can adopt these children, but like keep your business at home. Don't come talking to us at school about like your families.
Have you guys had that conversation as a family?
Yeah.
And what's that like?
It's kind of like sad.
Come for me and him. Don't come for my son. Don't make my son feel uncomfortable at school.
It feels like someone is really just trying to, again, push you aside, push you back, slowly back into a closet, back into a corner, because of quote-unquote parental rights.
We insist that parents have a right to be involved.
Surrounded by supporters advocating parents' rights, Governor Ron DeSantis signed it into law at a Florida charter school on Monday.
What struck you?
That they were holding signs that say protecting children. It was strange to use children in this bill because it harms other children. And that blows my mind.
This fits a pattern of using children and people's fears about what might be done to their children when their children aren't in the safety of their homes is terrifying. They are using children as a prop to say that we need to stop something that in most cases isn't happening.
But for one mom who spoke at the governor's press conference,
we learned the middle school had created a transgender, gender nonconforming support plan with our 13-year-old daughter without our knowledge or consent.
And while the governor's supporters consider this a win, LGBTQ advocates say it's not over yet and are now taking this to court.
You had to fight to get married. You had to fight to adopt your son. You're fighting this now. You think you'll ever stop fighting?
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I hope we get to a point where we feel like we can stop. It doesn't look like in the foreseeable future that we have that luxury.